Welcome back to Channel of Resolves. I'm Country Pride, and today we got Gruul Artifact. Let's take a look. Alright guys, so as we move into the best of 3 match with this Gruul Artifact list, the 2 cards that we definitely want to highlight before we go into the gameplay are going to be Visions of Phyrexia. It's a 4-drop enchantment, 2 colorless, 2 red, and at the beginning of your upkeep, exile the top card of your library. You may play that card this turn. At the beginning of your end step, if you didn't play the card from exile this turn, you create a tapped Power Stone token. So not only is this enchantment allowing you an extra draw step and possibly a useful card for your turn, be it land or an enchantment or something you can cast to help get rid of a creature with Brotherhood's Ends or your Might Stone, your Weak Stone, whatever. Even if you don't utilize the card, you're getting a Power Stone out of it, which is going to help us ramp into the bigger creatures, which is what this deck list wants to do. It wants to get big super fast, pushing the aggro so you can go over the top with don't let control get its stability, don't let people draw into what they need answers for, so always be leaning forward with this package as much as possible. The second card that we really want to look forward to going into this is Cityscape Leveler. Now, I haven't played with it a whole lot. I did play with it in the last match I believe we posted, but it is an 8/8 with trample. It has an Unearth of 8 as well. It's an 8 cost. When you cast a spell and whenever it attacks, you destroy up to 1 target non-land permanent and its controller creates a tapped Power Stone token. So you can use it to get rid of planeswalkers and enchantments and just whatever pesky items on the board that's holding you back from going over the top with damage. And since it's got trample, it can usually go through most of the stuff that's going to be on the board that you're facing against. Now with its Unearth ability, you definitely want to utilize it with Fable of the Mirror Breaker as long as there's not graveyard disruption like Unlicensed Hearse, Denix, or Graveyard Trespassers. There may be a Farewell if you're playing a mid-range mono white, but you're definitely wanting to put this thing into the graveyard to help you get card advantage off of Fable of the Mirror Breaker just to get through your deck quicker, and then unearth it and just push in that last 8 damage with its trample. And with that ability, you're usually knocking your opponent out of the game, and from there, it's just on to the next. So with that, guys, this super explosive deck, it gets big fast. You definitely want to just keep the aggro rolling forward as much as possible and getting through your deck as quickly as possible. And this deck list has plenty of draw steps to do it. So with that, I give you Gruul best of 3. I'm going to let you guys get to the gameplay. I'll cover the deck list and the sideboard at the end of the video. Until then, if you would, hit that thumbs up and subscribe. And as always, stay safe, be happy and healthy. Much love. Peace. We'll see you guys. All right, we're on the play. Great. Okay. We'll give this one a shot. All right, hopefully, I don't know what they are. They're just mono white control. So we can go ahead and prototype. Doesn't do a whole lot for us. Let's go ahead and draw. See if we can get another land drop. We did not. Yeah, I think they're just mono white control. Fine. Wow. More land, please. No? Okay. Awesome. Concede this one. I don't want to show them anymore, so without, I don't know why the land drops weren't going. If they're mono white control though, I'd consider going with a burn down the house, but I don't know. Let's give this a shot. See how it goes. We are on 27 lands and we only pulled 3 out of like 10 cards. 11 cards. Amazing. Hopefully we get a better showing here. So this deck wants to ramp and it wants to go faster into the artifacts. And if we can't do that, then no reason to just hang with the game for nothing. I think we will keep this one since we've got the enchantment. They can get rid of it. Sucks. We will keep Playground so we can cycle it eventually. Sure. Okay. Thing's still hitting for 1. We can't do anything about it yet. These are all fine. Up here. Throw this one out. We got Field of Ruin down so we can take out the Mishra's Foundry. Foundry. It's one of those. Sure. Destroy our enchantment. It's good for them, not us. Here. We're 6, 7, 8 on the next one, 9 on the one after that. See if we can pull into anything before we blow that up. Let's go ahead and blow that up. Get another mountain. And then we'll go ahead and cast our Reckoner Bankbuster. We may be too far behind on this already. We had the chance to cast the Skitter Beam Battalions at 2/2s, but I'd really like to hold on for 4/4s. I'm just wondering if they're carrying like Farewell or something like that. Because if they do, I mean, they've still got a couple turns before they can get to it, but it is not good. That is pretty good. We'll do that. Sure. Thank you. This ramps us, so now we do have the 9/9 option. I was actually thinking about dropping the 3 2/2s there after the wipe, but we have this action now, so do we want to get in with the 4 or do we want to draw a card? I think we're going to go ahead and just draw a card here. So we'll go ahead and let this go. We'll see what their play is going to be from here. Okay. So are they stuck on lands? Maybe. I think I probably would have tried to draw and see if I could have got more mana if I was them. Oh, that's nice. That's nice too. Yeah. Let's go ahead and do this. They've got something at instant speed. Okay, so it was just the Bank Buster. All right. They don't have a ramp spell that would put them into Farewell now. but if they're one, they've got to populate. Nice. That was nice. Let's go ahead and go here. Here. Let's draw. Shit. Let's draw. This is not good, man. We're not hitting. God. Talk about so many just dead draws. Okay. Sure. Okay. Lifelink. Yep. Let's draw. I want to see if we can get in another bang here. Let's draw. Let's throw this down. I think we're going to go ahead and take out the Steel Seraph. No. Man, we could draw two. I think we're far enough behind on this one that I just want to draw two and see what we can get. See if we can get another way to wipe the board or something. We do not. So let's go ahead and put this out. Let's get this out. Okay. Now they may have farewell. And ripping the board would be a pretty good call. I think they've got farewell and they're trying to decide whether they should rip the board or not. So they're using their Power Stone tokens now. Because if they get rid of all of them with farewell, it's just, you know, they're there. No farewell coming. Sure. Okay. Emperor. Emperor is a possibility. Sure.
I'm not overconfident. You're just understanding. We've got the edge in this fight.
Okay. My turn. Okay, we can go here. We got one more draw here. Pretty good. That's what I hear. We do this. Crew this. Play this. Play this. Oh man. Do this. Yeah. Attack face. Okay. Okay. Let's see what you got. They may have a depopulate. I was hoping we'd get enough through on this. Ooh. Didn't get quite enough. Okay. Now they got to decide whether they want to exile one of our 4/4s or if they just want to make a samurai. And I mean, either way, honestly, it's their call. They gain 2 life off of it. If they got a way to depopulate the board, that's really good. Yeah, Sarah Paragon's good. Sure. Gonna blow up my 4/4 with trample. It's fine. I mean, we could put this out there, but it's not going to do a whole lot for us. Throw this out. Pay the 7. Oh, nice. I like that. Yep. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, this is nice. I like this. It's pretty good. Sure. Make that block with that 4/4. I don't know that that was necessarily the right call, but feels pretty good. Sure. I don't know that we necessarily need Brotherhood's End. If they've got to depopulate, we still have an Unearth with Cityscape Leveler. So that's always nice. Let's see what else they got going on in here. So they do have another Ran. That's fine. You're going to get rid of the Cityscape Leveler. Does nothing for me. Sure. Okay, so they're definitely all about gaining that life. This could take away some of the field. Let's see what we get off the top. Hopefully, I mean, we can always activate the Thran Spider again. Sure, I'll draw. Now see, these two together, we could got rid of their Paragons. So that one actually kind of worked out for us. If they're not running Farewell, though, kind of makes me wonder what they are running. Is depopulate the only one that they're running that we're seeing? I don't know. I think we want Hearst back in the game just because they've showed that they've got Sarah Paragon and can utilize it. We may want to burn down the house instead of one of the Brotherhood's Inns. I don't know. Maybe keep the Brotherhood's Inn. I kind of feel like Kiki Jiki's maybe a little too slow in this, but it's the best 3-drop in the game, man. Cemetery Prowler may not be bad. It would withstand Brotherhood's Inn. So if we do this, Titan wouldn't be bad, but they weren't showing a lot of things we need to be worried about with Titan, like artifacts or enchantments. I understand that they've got the bank busters, but everybody does. They got flyers though. They got the Steel Seraph. There is that. Maybe come down a little bit here. Maybe pull our Topiary Stompers, but they're really nice, man. I think if we do the Cemetery Prowler, we take out the unlicensed Hearse. They've got the Lorans. They can blow up the Hearse. That's fine. Drop one there. Maybe one more Bank Buster. I don't know, man. The card draw was really nice off of Bank Busters. It's gonna be a leveler. Okay, done. Oh, 2 seconds left. I was worried myself. So what I'm trying to do is keep this a little lower to the ground, a little bit faster, hopefully. I don't know with the Titan of Industry if that makes much sense, but taking out the Cityscape Leveler, leaving in the Skitter Beams and the Topiaries. Just trying to get damage on the board as fast as possible, and that's our fast damage right there. Now, whether that happens or not, we're about to find out. Sure. We do need to pull lands. They're a thing. I'm going to hold a Braid in case if they decide to drop a Wreck and a Bank Buster here. I would definitely like to get rid of theirs. I don't like them having card draw. Okay, my turn. As long as I'm getting hit by a 1/1, I'm not too worried. We'll leave it more for the Bank Buster or a threat like the Steel Seraph. We need double red. Might have to put Visions out and hope they don't drop her. They did drop her though without anything to take away from it, so we're gonna go ahead and just start pushing damage. Sure, because I don't want them to necessarily have the card draw off of it. I'm fine losing one to that. We have another set right here that we can start pushing in with. Let's see, they've obviously they run about 2 full sets of Lorans in this, so it's crazy. Let's go here and do the card draw. Maybe, yeah. See if we can get lands. We did get lands. We can't do anything with 1 mana anyways, so let's just go ahead and leave it there. Topiary comes online to attack and block on the next go around if everything lives. Elspeth. Damn. Well, we're sending this in to get rid of that. I would like to hold on for a little. Well, we can drop it at 4/4s on the next one. That's nice. All right, yeah. No, we can't. Because they're a jerk. Okay, so if we put it in at 5, we have 2 left. Destroy to target creature. Okay, so let's go ahead and go. Doing this. Let's go. Either way, 2 damage gets through. There we go. All right. So we're still in a pretty good spot. We've got to draw 2 here. We have this. They're wasting their cards to get us to come back a little bit. Our threat's just crazy good right now. So let's go ahead and drop this. Draw 2 cards. See if we can get another land. If we can, then we can cast on our 5 right here. And now they got to get rid of it. Because if not, we're threatening some really dumb stuff. And if they can, that's fine. We've got Cityscape Leveler coming in. So even if they give us a really decent blocker, like Sanctuary Warden, we've got the double removal for their shield counters right here. And we've got the Cityscape Leveler. I love all this. I love everything about this. So let's go ahead and just finish this game out. Let's go ahead and do 3 damage. Let's go ahead and do Cityscape Leveler. And let's just call it a game. That explosive, guys. That explosive. As you guys can see, I've been rolling around here in Diamond Tier 4, just hanging out because I dropped all the way back from Diamond Tier 2. But look, man, this little Gruul package, it's fun, explosive. It's got ramp, goes crazy. I love it, man. GG's. All right, we're on the play, so let's see what we get. Not great. We get another land, we can go in the Fable of Mirror Breakers. Hopefully then the Topia or Stompers. We'll give it a shot just because we got the Bank Buster. If they're fast, we're screwed. Esper, not great. Okay. See if we get this through. They may be holding to make disappear already. Yeah. Really depends what kind of Esper they are. I mean, Esper Legends hasn't been running a whole lot of them to make disappears and stuff, so it was kind of awkward. We might blow up their Plaza of Heroes just to get it out of the way. I don't think we got much in ways of removal for Rafine. We just need to try and overpower quickly. If they drop Shieldred here, we're dead. More removal. Okay. Be that way. Let's go here and here. Feels bad. Probably should have gotten rid of Brotherhood's End. I don't think we got much in the way of what we can do with it. So let's go here. Another make disappear. Jesus, man. Or all kinds of protection. Okay. Yep. Sure. This may just be a bad beat for us. We need to definitely burn down the house. Sure. Yep. Let's go here again. I don't really want to show them much more. I'm trying to think if we can even get something to... Yeah, let's go ahead and concede so we're not showing too much more of our hand. I don't think we've got removal for that kind of stuff. So with that, Topiary Stomper, I mean, we could do the double abrades. We definitely need to bring down the house. We can bring in our Breach. Titan's probably a good one. Maybe Cemetery Prowler. I don't think the Strangle helps us, especially if they get to Rafine. We definitely need to keep the Might Stone weak stones for the -5, -5s. I honestly think Kiki Jiki's a little slow. And I think man, this feels bad, but I mean, if we could the rest of their creatures get hit up by this pretty big. Put the Fables back in. Kind of want the ramp. I think we're pulling out the Reckoners. Okay, fine. We'll give this a shot. The reason I'm pulling out the Reckoners is I think the draw, especially if they get the Shieldred on drop 4, it's just going to hurt us. And plus, we've got to progress fast enough in our mana to get our stuff on the board. So our creature play is huge here. I think we're going to move with this. Got a little bit of ramp going on. Visions of Phyrexia has given us double looks. Skitterbeam Battalion can get out there pretty fast. Let's go. See if we have any more luck. Hopefully they don't just drop a Thalia on us right off the bat. The Make Disappears are mean. But we got to get through them because we got other stuff we need to cast. So start pushing. Okay, we didn't have it. We get to ramp a little bit. This is good. We got double reds, double greens, triple reds, triple greens. So we have more red spells than green spells. Get another mountain on the board. Not worried about wedding announcement at all. So I think with this, we're going to go ahead and just go with the pressure as quickly as possible. May not be the right call, but I think getting through as fast as possible is going to be key. See if this shot. They're going to drop Shieldred. Removal spell. Can't block or attack right now. We're still a couple of lands off from that. So they got point shoot removal. I'm guessing Infernal Grasp. Is that what they're wanting to go with? Another wedding announcement's good. Okay. So we can get this down. We can't get this and the spider down. So do we go with this? Or do we go with another skitter? I think we're going to go with this. Put visions down. Let's go ahead and try and push through. They could double up on one. Or they can take the 6. It's up to them. I think getting the double looks off of visions is going to help us out here. Plus, if not, it's going to be creating power stones for us. If we can get into the 4/4s fast enough, then we can outrace them. These are all going to be flipping on the next cycle. So they're going to have blockers. But do they want to take 6 and go down to 8? And risk us hitting a land and having the Stomper as well? We could also get the spider out, and we're one land away from being able to look at the top of our deck. Still, I think Visions is better than the spider right now. We don't have a flyer we got to worry about. And then I think getting this to 9. Okay. So they're going to go that route. Fine. Okay. He would definitely go here. And they've got make disappear. Put that in play. Let's see if we pop this. Let's pop for Plaza. We'll basics check them. They probably got maybe 1 or 2. We thin out. Okay. And from here we hold. All right. Now we got 9 on the board, where if we can get them to shut down their mana, we can come in with the 4/4s. So they got Dimic. Don't worry about that. I am worried about that flipping and everything having the +2/+2s all over the place. It's not fun. Seems good. Hopefully it's not a make disappear. Definitely think we're gonna create the 4/4 and destroy enchantment or artifact. Get layer announcement off. They can go for the throat. That's fine. We still got the 4/4 body. We dropped their power and toughness a little bit. We're in a much better spot card advantage wise. I don't think we're going to roll in with this madness yet. Hopefully they don't get a board sweeper or something that just goes absolutely berserk like a Rafine. A Rafine right now would be really bad. A depopulate. We've still got enough in hand that we can rebuild. We still need to keep the whole thought process of going of applying the pressure, because if we don't, they're eventually going to get out of hand with us here. The fact that they're going to attack him with that and then held off. What do I think? So we got 2, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're 1 away from make disappear, but if they got make disappear, let's put down another one. They got make disappear. They got plenty of bodies on the field to keep it from going. So I think I would want to make disappear that. They didn't. Something keeps sticking. What's sticking? It's the Bank Buster? I don't know. Nope. More power stones. If we can cast this outright and not worry about the make disappear, we should be good. They've got something at instant speed. I just don't know what it is. So it's point shoot removal. Okay, so they don't want me going into my deck looking further for more answers for artifacts. It's understandable. We're not tossing this away depending on what card we draw. We'll toss it away to Fable to try and find something. I would prefer getting a Might Stone, Weak Stone. That would be amazing. That's what I was afraid of. That right there. Sure. Absolutely. Throw it all away. Throw it all away to that. You got to throw it all away. So you made it a 5/6. Definitely killing it. Killing it. Killing it. They're not gonna blitz. That Tenacious Underdog sitting on 8 life. The good thing is we come in with the 4/4s. They're going to have to block up, so they're going to lose quite a bit. The bad news is that Rafine is still there. They just went up to 13. They may blitz an Underdog on the next turn. Hopefully we get something great here. I would love to get a Leveler or that to get rid of Rafine. Oh, sweet Lord. We're gonna decline. Yeah, we'll pay it. Sure. Yeah, the Shaman, that's fine. Yeah. Sure. Unless they get something really amazing, we should be able to finish this off on the next one. They might get something amazing, though. It's very possible. Leveler just kind of broke the game unless I can find removal for it. They got a Farewell, though. This is going to suck. The good news is we've got quite a bit of mana. So they do have Farewell. Amazing. Awesome. Yeah. Sure. Hell yeah. We'll still put it in here. Bring this in. Hopefully they don't have another one. Another Farewell would suck. We got Denick. That's fine. These are fine. I like that. We're going to go ahead and apply pressure. All fine. Let's go ahead and thin out while we're on it. No plazas. Okay. Oh, basic check. They don't have it. Right on. It's fine. It's still fine. Sure. Another Farewell. You tap your Bank Buster and draw again. can investigate. Looking for answers, looking for answers. They've got 6 mana up, so if a farewell's it, it's pretty good. Kaito. Okay. Kaito's pretty good. Man, I don't know that I pressured as quickly as I should have in this game. Probably should have just kept going. Looks like we may eke this out. May. If we do this... Okay, so if we do 5, that leaves us 7. I think we just go ahead and push forward. All right, there we go. GG's. On to the third. Man. Again, I don't know. I don't know. It seemed like it ran okay. So let's go ahead and put the other Brotherhoods in here. And don't think we can rely on burn down here. I think we need to rely more on the my stone, weak stone to take those guys. I don't know, man. The burn down may come in clutch. Maybe take out the root wire and go with the other topiary stomper to try and keep going, man. Let's put in the cemetery prowler. They had stuff coming back from the graveyard, so that was the thing. They had all the answers for Thran Spider. I think we're going to drop 1 Abrade. All right. Yep. Let's give it a shot. I would love to use Abrade to hit their Bankbusters with, but we also have Brotherhoods in to possibly hit Bankbusters with. Us putting our Bankbusters in for the second round is just too slow, and we didn't even have it in for that round where we were going first. So, and we still did fine. I don't know that this gets there. I don't know. We've got 2 Cityscape Levelers that we can discard if able to Mirror Breaker, but if they get Dennick in, then we have to have a way to remove Dennick to get the Cityscape Levelers going. I think we'll keep it. We might find a way to remove Dennick if we put Cityscape Leveler in the graveyard. And Dennick being the only card that's going to block us out of the graveyard doesn't really compel me to throw this away with the unearth ability of Cityscape Leveler. So let's go ahead and go with this. Plus our mana is pretty good. I'm not complaining about that at all. So we're going to go ahead and push forward while we can with it. Man, are they just going to hold us to a make disappear? Maybe. I mean, we got to get past it anyway, so yep. It's fine. Okay. Let's go ahead and get it on the ground. If we can. If they got another make disappear, then we're definitely going to stop. or we're going to get stopped. But yeah, we'll make our instances cost 1 less. Fine. Why not? Sure. We'll definitely probably try and get Skitter Beam off on this next one. If they use their time to counter it, then we'll attack it with Cemetery Prowler if it's still alive. And exile it from the graveyard. There's the Dinnick. We were waiting for that, weren't we? Let's go here. See what happens. This is all fine. So, yeah, I was gonna say, you can charge up the Bank Buster and block the Cemetery Prowler. We definitely got to go threat. Part of me wants to pop off their Plaza of Heroes with Field of Ruin, though. I know they've got one basic in there, but I'm pretty sure that that's it. We'll see where we're at here. Okay. So since this is what we're holding on to, I think we're going to pop here. Come on, big guy. We pull in another land. We're at 6. We got 7 and 8 in hand, which would get us to the Cityscape Levelers. I would love that. Right now, we're just kind of thinning out our deck. We're doing basic checks on them. We're going to blow up another one. So, let's see. What do they got? They got black. Got plenty of black, plenty of blue. Plenty of white. They got plenty of everything, pretty much. I think we're going to take one of their Sanctums. Nah, we'll take their Shipwreck Marsh. Just waiting on them. Okay. They decide to cycle instead of using Bank Buster. I think we're going to pass. I would love to keep the pressure going, but they can charge up Bank Buster and block our Cemetery Prowler. We get nothing out of it. They're behind on mana now, so hopefully they keep staying behind. If they stay below 6, that would be great for us. I would like to start getting these in so we can kill off the Bank Buster or the Dinnick and get a good attack in. The wedding announcement, we can get that as well to get the +1/+1 counters off of everything. I don't know, man. They're playing slow, methodical. I understand, though, where we're at. They got to figure it out. So, okay. That's fine. So they've got Rite of Oblivions. Nah, man. I'm good. I'll get my 4 in on you. Hopefully we draw something off the top that does something for us. So, like the Might Stone, Weak Stone's what we're looking for right now for the Draw 2 ability would be amazing. It is not, but it's still really good. So let's go with that. This is going to allow us to create a Power Stone. We ramp a little bit off of it. We also get the possibility of being able to top look at our deck. I would imagine they're going to try and Rite of Oblivion away the Spider, just because it gives us looks into our deck. think they're probably trying to find a pretty hardcore removal spell now. Probably just use the Rite of Oblivion with their token to get rid of the spider. I would do it before you attack. So they've got Seed of Baganjo. Or an Emperor. No, they've got Seed of Baganjo. They're holding Seed of Baganjo. They were hoping I would block so they could use it instead of their Rite of Oblivion. Now they do have to either use their Rite of Oblivion or they've got to have another spot removal in hand other than go for the throat. Very well. Right on. Nice. Touche. Now they've got the Rite of Oblivion. They've got to cast onto this. We have another one. So hopefully they don't have more Farewell, more Rite of Oblivion. Sure. That's gone. We're one away from being able to cast that as a 4/4. Cityscape Leveler is crazy good. If they got to make disappear, there's not a whole lot we can do about it, but I mean, this is just sure Disdainful Stroke. So it goes to our graveyard. We have the Unearth ability on it. They really are trying to capitalize and get as much damage out of those little 1/1s as possible. I just don't know what their next answer is. If they got another Farewell, they can get rid of my graveyard. Another way announcement. It's fine. So I'm wondering if we should go with... Nah, let's just go here. Get rid of their wedding announcement. They may have Emperor. That's fine. Oh, Ottawa. Okay. So we get that in. They're going to use up part of their turn casting the wedding announcement. I'm fine with that. We've got 3 4/4s coming in, unless they have Make Disappear, which would suck. Oh, they're going all in. Never mind. They don't have Make Disappear. I do. I'm about to make you disappear, buddy. Awesome. Let's just go this route. Now they got to have answers, which is fine, and they could have answers, and it could be a Farewell, and that may have been the wrong play. However, it just seemed like the smart play. Get them down by 1. Okay, so they can do this. They can exile 1. They can gain 2 life. If they've got more creatures, they can definitely block up with it. If that's the one that they've got, that's not great. They may have another Emperor. Got another one. And another one. Oh, Seed of Baganjo. They're hanging on by a thread. This is good, though. This is good. All good. Go here. If they got to Make Disappear, they're going to want to use it now. If not, we're going to draw 2 cards. Oh, yeah. Oh. Hello. Pin the money. Alright. So, it's fine. So, all it really does is it puts them in a position where they have to hold back. They have to put a +1/+1 on it, and they have to get another creature. If not, we're so wide now. We just get around them. They could get removal. They could get another farewell and still go just knee deep. But looks like the game ran out. All right. GG's. 2-0 with this deck. Actually, probably about 4-0 with what I've done off camera with it. But man, what a lot of fun. I got to tell you that Spider may go main deck for me. That card's a beast. GG's. All right, guys, there was gameplay. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. So look, the way I've got this package broke down is we've got some removal with the Abrades and the Brotherhoods in, kind of acting as a board sweeper for us. And you saw me utilize it in the one game to get rid of the creatures and the planeswalkers fast. Now, was that the right call at that time? I don't know. Maybe we should have went Skitter Beam for 9 with 3/4/4s and attack through, but I definitely wanted to make sure that we got rid of that Sorin. So I really love Brotherhoods in this package. Abrade really helps to get rid of early creatures and help us destroy an opponent's Reckoner Bank Buster if they've got it on the field, so it slows down their draw abilities. With Might Stone and Weak Stone, we're using it more for the draw, but it is always there with that -5/-5 to help us get rid of Rafines or Gens or even Sheoldreds. So the -5/-5 is always a threat with this, but helping us ramp into the 2 colorless and giving us the possibility of drawing 2 cards makes this card amazing for us. Visions of Phyrexia really stood out to me with this deck list. Not only is it giving us an extra look off of a card off the top of our deck, but it's also helping us ramp if we don't utilize that card. So there is, whether you get value off of what it exiles or not, you're still getting value because it's going to help you get to the bigger stuff within your package, like the 9-drop Skitter Beam or the Cityscape Leveler, or even popping off with the 5-drop on the Rootwire Amalgam. And then, of course, we've also got the Topiary Stomper to help us ramp with our mana in our land package. And then we've got Reckoner Bank Buster that can also help us do the card draw. And you can always use the Stomper to crew the Bank Buster to get through damage that way as well. Fable the Mirror Breaker still being the best 3-drop in the game. It's going to give us a 2/2 Goblin Shaman token. If it lives, it's going to help us ramp. Level 2 is going to let us discard our Cityscape Levelers for the unearth cost possibility as we get later into the game, but also draw more through the top of our deck. And then, of course, its level 3 ability can copy any non-legendary creatures, which is what we're running in this package, the artifact creatures. So if we ever get Kiki-Jiki to flip and live, it works really well with the creature package that we've got going on. Now, Rootwire Amalgam, we didn't land it enough to get to its ability. I have off camera, which it's amazing. It finishes out games. But for its prototype cost of 1 colorless, 1 green, you can get it on the ground fairly fast, and it's at 2/3. If you can pay the 5, you can sacrifice it, and you can create an XX colorless Golem artifact token where X is 3 times its power. So it gains haste until the end of the turn, and you can only sacrifice, or you can only activate it as a sorcery speed ability. But that would make it a 6/6 off the bat. And then, of course, if you had a 5/5 and you did it, it would be a 15/15, which makes it a really large creature. Plus, Go for the Throats don't work against this package, except for, the Shaman, Kiki-Jiki, and Topiary Stomper. Everything else we're running is protected against Go for the Throats. Cityscape Leveler is an 8-cost 8/8 with Trample. When you cast the spell, it can even get countered. But when you cast the spell, you get to destroy up to 1 target non-land permanent. And then its controller creates a tap Power Stone token. So it's a really good removal tool. And then plus, if it does get make disappear, say countered or whatever, and goes to the graveyard, then you've got the Unearth effect of 8, where it comes in as an 8/8 with haste and trample. And then as you're attacking, you get to destroy another non-land permanent. So we're not too worried about these getting countered. We are worried about them getting exiled from our graveyards. The Skitter Beam Battalion is a 9-drop 4/4, and when it comes in on that, you create 2 more 4/4s that are token copies of the Skitter Beam Battalion. It has trample and haste, so you just go wide really fast with Skitter Beam Battalion. However, more often than not, we're casting it for its prototype cost of 3 colorless, 2 red, making a 2/2 with 2/2/2 token copies as well, because we're wanting to push aggro fairly fast in this deck list. It just kind of wants to use its trample and haste abilities to go really wide, really fast, and go through and push damage as much as possible. There isn't a whole lot of counter and control package within this, so it is a really ramp, go big, steroids, smash face type of deck list, and that's kind of how you got to play it. So with that, guys, that is our creature removal / draw / ramp package going on within this. We've also got lands in here of 4 mountains, 1 Sokenzan Crucible of Defiance. We have 1 Besiju who endures, 5 forest, 4 Carplus, oh my god, stroke. Carplusan Forest. We have 4 Rockfall Bells. We have 4 Zayator's Proving Grounds. We have 3 Field of Ruins, which, as you saw in that Esper matchup, really helped us kind of just land check, basic check our opponent. So that was really nice, especially since we found out they were only running 1 basic. But it can also help us take out the Mistress Foundries and stuff like that. We have 1 Rockside Reliquary where we can sacrifice it for 2 and draw a card if we control an artifact, and draw another card if we control an enchant. So this deck list fits up really nice with Rockside Reliquary. Now, with that, moving into our sideboard, we have 2 Cemetery Prowlers, 3 Thran Spiders, 2 Obstinate Balos, 1 Strangle, 2 Unlicensed Hearse, 1 Liberator Urza's Battle Thopter, 1 Burn Down the House, 1 Workshop War Chief, and then 2 Titans of Industries. Look, on the sideboard options, I like to bring in a sweeper if we absolutely need it, if they're running Planeswalkers, because we've only got so much that we can do about Planeswalkers with the Cityscape Leveler, and the Burn Down the House can really help kind of with that. We do also have the Brotherhood's End, which works for us as well, but the Burn Down the House just makes me comfortable having that little backside of really big type control magic with the 5 damage going to each creature and each Planeswalker if we need it. So sometimes I'll bring that in. Workshop War Chief we haven't really needed, but it's definitely a tool that we could utilize, especially with it being a trampled at 5/3. And then of course it creates, if it dies, it creates the 4/4 Rhino Warrior token for us, and we gain 3 life when it enters the battlefield. So that's always nice. Plus it works really well with Kiki Jiki. Titan of Industry, same thing. Works really well with Kiki Jiki. Of course, everybody knows Titan of Industry by now. It can come in, it can destroy a target artifact or an enchantment. It can create a 4/4 Rhino Warrior for us. We can gain 5 life off of it. We can put shield counter on a target creature that we control. So Titan of Industry has a whole lot more options there. I'm not necessarily sure that we need a Workshop War Chief, because we usually ramp quick enough that we could get into Titan of Industry pretty fast. So maybe dropping the Workshop War Chief and going into a 3rd Titan of Industry may make more sense. But if for some reason we're being held up on mana, or if they're running a lot of sweepers, like maybe they run a whole bunch of Brotherhood's Ends that are going to get rid of our Power Stones and our treasure tokens and stuff like that, as well as our creatures, then maybe you want to keep the Workshop War Chief just to come in with threats at the 5 mana base. But at the same time, a Brotherhood's End would get rid of your Workshop War Chief. So I think Titan of Industry is probably the better call here. And moving forward, I'd probably put a 3rd one in and take a Workshop War Chief out. Liberator of Urza's Battle Topper. I haven't really had a chance to utilize this yet. I'm going to play it some more because I actually had a lot of fun with this deck list. We haven't lost with it yet. Knock on wood. Yeah, it's in the package. So I saw this it came out of a tournament from MTG Top 8, just to be clear. This isn't my deck list. So anybody watching it this far that got to that point, definitely, if this was insightful at all, please hit a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Shameless promotion. But anyways, so it's not my deck list per se. I haven't had a lot of chance to use Liberator, but I definitely want to. It's 3-drop, 1/2. It's got flash, it has flying, and you may cast colorless spells and artifacts as though they had flash as well. So I could see how this would really work if we were getting held up against a counter package or something like that. Definitely bring it in, allowing us to cast our creatures on our opponent's turn or on our turn as well, since they would have flash. And something like a Skitter Beam, like if they cast an Emperor closing out their turn, then we definitely have a chance to cast in the Skitter Beam at its 5 cost to push through damage to get rid of the Emperor or something like that. There's all kinds of tricks to be had with Liberator, so I definitely want to try it out going forward before I say take it out of the package. I actually enjoy this card, so looking forward to playing it here shortly. The 2 Unlicensed Hearse, I don't know that they're necessary. I do like them. They were in this package originally. The Cemetery Prowlers were not. I brought them in. The only thing is people are running more Braids and more Brotherhood's Ends, and that gets rid of Unlicensed Hearse really easy. Whereas Cemetery Prowler doesn't get pulled off the battlefield as quickly with an Abrade or Brotherhood's End, neither one being able to reach Cemetery Prowler. And if you're running into a package just running like Denix or Tenacious Underdogs or something like that, where they're bringing stuff back from their graveyard, then I definitely like Cemetery Prowler in this position more than I do Unlicensed Hearst. So going forward, I may take Unlicensed Hearst out and put something else in. But as of right now, this was the package. The only thing I had changed was the Cemetery Prowlers. We also have one Strangle in here. I mean, just early removal. I guess probably if you were running into Esper Legends, like the old package where it's running all the Thalias and everything, just for an early removal tool to get Thalia off the board. With that said, though, I don't know that you necessarily want Strangle. I would probably put a play with fire in here in that position, just in case. And even at a one of, I don't know that it's really worth it. I may redo this entire sideboard package to my liking, but you have the list going forward with what I had. We have the two Obstinate Balos in here. When it enters the battlefield, you gain 4 life, and if a spell or ability an opponent controls causes you to discard the Baloth, then you put it onto the battlefield instead of putting it in your graveyard. So you're usually running this against discard decks, which we don't run into that often. So again, it's another creature I don't know that we necessarily need in here, and we may look at trading it out for something else at a 4-drop or even a 3-drop possibility. This little thing, the Thran Spider, is not going anywhere. That card was so good in my matchups after sideboarding it in that I may actually bring this to the main deck and take something out. This is a 3-drop 2/4. Again, Abrades can kill it because it's an artifact, but Brotherhood's End can't wipe it because of the 2/4. Now, if they wanted to cast it on its other position where it's destroy all artifacts with mana value 3 or less, it would still hit Thran Spider. But usually when you're casting Brotherhood's End, unless somebody's built up a couple of Reckoner Bankbusters and a whole bunch of treasures, you don't usually want to use it on the destroy all artifacts with mana value 3 or less. However, in this package, or going against this package, they would want to use that. So Brotherhood's End still hits Thran Spider, but they lose the value out of wiping out your entire board. So if you've got like Cityscape Levelers on there at a 8/8, or you've got the 4/4s down, it would still hit your tokens, but your 4/4 would still live. Your 8/8 would still live. They would really, it really, Thran Spider kind of just removes the value out of Brotherhood's End. From my perspective personally. However, you got to use it how you got to use it. And maybe in that game, that strategy, utilizing it to take off all the artifacts with mana value 3 or less may win you the game. So I may be talking out my butt here. However, I like the fact that Thran Spider kind of really dictates where Brotherhood's End has to be played to get rid of Thran Spider. Also, I like the fact that they've got to use removal on this because we ramp so fast. It's its second ability. It's its ability built within the Thran Spider that we're really looking for. Not only is this a 2/4 big butt body that can hold off a Rafine for a little bit because it has reach, but when it enters the battlefield, your target opponent each create a tap Power Stone token, which we're not even worried about. What we're looking for is that 7 cost on there. Look at the top 4 cards of your library, and you may reveal an artifact card from among them and put it into your hand and put the rest on the bottom of your library in random order. You get so far ahead in your mana that you will actually be using that ability. So your opponent is forced into removing this quickly, or you're going to be able to rebuild and stabilize really fast. So Thran Spider, absolute MVP. Coming in from the sideboard. As you guys saw in the games, Thran Spider came in, I believe, against both opponents and just absolutely wrecked shop and did what it was supposed to do. So took the focus off of our face, put the focus on the spider. Sometimes it helped us get the cards, the answers that we needed off the top, and then it would get removed from the board, but it was getting us into stuff like Cityscape Levelers and stuff like that to close out the game. So I absolutely love that card. Where we would fit it in, I have no idea, but moving forward, I think I'm going to try and figure out a way to get that thing in main deck. So with that, guys, Gruul, best of 3, Gruul artifacts. Again, I found it on MTG top 8 coming out of a tournament. I think it placed like 7th or 8th, so it wasn't great, but it looked really interesting, and it's a style outside of something I'm used to. So had a lot of fun with it. It's super fast. It gets big fast. It just wants to go big. as fast as possible. So with that, if that's your type of style, you're going to love this deck. Hope you guys like it. Stay safe, be happy and healthy. Until next time, peace. We'll see you guys.